Okay, now in this lesson, we are going to learn how to develop our style guide using Zeppelin. So let's get started. Okay, here we have our artboard opened up in our dashboard. Okay, so if we click on it, you can see over here we are going to get this. Okay, so if we click on any button, you can see over here, this is the button. You can see it is showing all the fills it has used. Okay, and along with the all these drop shadows. Okay, so these are 2 drop shadows, so we are going to save them. Okay, so before that, I think we need to add all these colors. Okay, now even the Zeppelin is not perfect. You can see we have used a gradient from this color to this color, and there are 4 colors. It is showing that it is a gradient fill, but it is not showing where is the stop of the color. And okay, so for that we are going to get the help from Photoshop. Okay, so we are going to right click this layer in Photoshop and copy CSS to get this values for our developers. Okay, right now what we are going to do is we are going to copy this layer shadow. Okay, so I am going to maybe faded blue. Okay, so the color is good. They are really using very nice colors, slate 57. Okay, so I am going to add maybe shadow around it, so to make sure my developers knows that these are going to be shadows. Okay, so you are going to name them like this. Okay, so this hash sign means the class. Okay, so this is for the developers, this whole name. Make sure there are no spaces in between them, and they are starting with the lowercase. If you want to use any uppercase, I think it is better that you use the lowercase over here. Okay, this is the whole CSS. You can see over here there are box shadows, also there are gradients over here. Okay, so the code is already generated in over here. We don't need to add these in our colors. Okay, in our colors palette. Okay, so other colors, let's get this color added. This is our charcoal gray color. Okay, then anything else we need to add? We need to add our Nunito Sans regular. This is our style. This is basically our style, and let's add this one. Okay, so this is our nav text. Okay, so this is nav text normal. Maybe it is normal because we are not hovering over it. Okay, so maybe like this. Okay, then we are going to use this one. Okay, so this is our paragraph text and color, so we are going to text paragraph text. Okay, so this is our another text style. This is our heading 1, so I am going to use heading 1 over here, heading 1, something like this. Make sure your names are a bit descriptive so your developers know what they are seeing. Okay, this is our going to be our heading 3-white. Okay, so this is level 3 heading. This is also heading 3. Oh, sorry, it should not be like this. Heading 3 purple. Okay, you can also call it subheading, it's up to you. Okay, then we are also going to use this heading 1 is basically your major heading, the biggest heading size in your document. Heading 1. Okay, so I think we already have this style, so we are not going to add it again. I'm going to press escape. Okay, then this is you can call it paragraph head, something like this. Okay, and this is another heading, let's call it heading 4. Okay, and then we have these styles. Okay, just leave them like that. These are, if you click on it, you can see this is the asset we selected, so you can see we can download these assets. If you click over here, this is going to download PNG assets, and they are going to be in the 3 sizes, 1x, 2x and 3x. Okay, so let me open this for you. I'm going to open it. So you can see over here, this is the biggest size 3x. this is the second one, and this is the third one. Okay, so these are for 3 different resolutions of different screens, but I think we are going to use this one. Okay, now the problem you can see over here is it is not clipped. So when you are finishing up your design and you are going to upload, before uploading it to Zeppelin, you need to clip this. Okay, so you need to delete the portion below this one. Okay, you need to rasterize this layer and delete the lower portion. Don't hide it. Right now I am clipping it, but you can see it has uploaded the whole image. I think also this is the problem with this. You can see over here it is showing me all the boundaries of this image. Otherwise, what it should do is it should not go outside the boundary of this image. Okay, so this is the mistake. I think I forgot. You need to clip all this area, crop this area, and crop your layers, and make sure your layers are not smart objects. Okay, so if you have a smart object, they are not going to be cropped. So make sure you convert your smart objects to rasterized layers. Okay, you need to right click. Let me show you. Okay, now I'm in Photoshop. Let me show you what I was talking about. So this is our basically our footer. Okay, so you need to do is you need to press C for the crop button, and you need to click over here once. Let me show you what it is going to be like. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to make our layers with the size of this. Okay, make sure your layers are all clipped. I am going to rasterize this layer. Okay, so it is, you can see over here I need to select this, and I am going to invert the selection, and I am going to delete everything from this area. Okay, so select this and delete everything which is around it. Okay, so now if I try to select this one, you can see it has this. Let's delete everything over here too. Okay, so if I have something over here, okay, so I am going to use this selection like that and press delete, Control D, and let's select it. Okay, so make sure your selection is something like this. No, your areas should not be outside this border. Okay, so if it's document boundary, so I'm going to revert back because I need to share my files with you guys. Okay, now I'm back. Okay, now other thing you can see over here, this is also you need to delete the lower portion of these images one by one. Make your selection, okay, like that, and delete everything below that. Okay, make sure you have the original copy of the design, so if you want to later on move something up and down, it doesn't give you some problems. Okay, so there are few problems, like you can see over here, this is good, but I think again the sizes are not accurate. So you can use just the Photoshop and export these images via Photoshop. You can do that by simply right clicking and a quick export as PNG. This is going to really work well in Photoshop. Okay, and it is really quickly going to export your assets. Okay, so this is how you are going to do it quickly. Okay, now let's move on to create some more styles over here. You can see over here, this is our white button, and this is our color tailish. Okay, let's see if we have any other color remaining over here. Okay, yes, we have one color over here which is already added, but we don't have this color. This is also denim blue color. Okay, so let's see if we have anything else. Okay, so I think we already have built our colors. You can see over here there are these are the colors used in this design. Okay, so I think I don't have this color, maybe. Okay, so I need to add this color. This is for heading, and also I think I forgot to add this style. This is our Okay, so heading 1, and boy, it is showing me. Okay, so this is basically heading 1. And this is not heading 1, it is just 20 pixels Yorkton normal bold. Okay, so this is not heading, this is our paragraph text, this is our heading 1. Okay, so let's review the style guide by going over here. Okay, so these are our two shadows, charcoal gray color, tealish, denim blue, grayish, and we forgot our light gray color over here, I guess. And you can see we have already built heading 1, heading 3. If we click on this, you can see all these styles are in this code. Okay, paragraph head and paragraph text, text normal, heading 4, heading 3, heading 3, heading 1. You can come up with some naming conventions with your developer team, and if they have some different naming scheme, like they put heading -1 or something like that, it's up to you. Okay, or maybe you can just call it H1 and H3, something like that. Okay, maybe shorter names. Okay, H3 and okay, something like this. Oops. Okay, then we have H4. Oops, what is happening over here? Okay, so here is my style guide. Then we have H4, navigation text normal, paragraph text, paragraph head. Okay, so I think we don't need this over here. 20. Okay, so it is some other style, it is for paragraphs heading. Okay, so we have our artboard and colors over here. Maybe if we missed any color, you can add them back. Okay, so let's see, I think I don't have this color, slate gray color, and this is the content. You can see you can also copy this content. There is CSS for each element. Your developers can browse this document and they can find any you can see over here, if I click on this, it is also showing the width and height of this along with the radius, how oval these shapes are from the corners, what is the corner radius. Okay, also you can see it is showing the color fill, and our document is already showing the distances. And also if you click on these, you can see they can download the assets. Okay, so these are few things your developers need from you: different distances, colors, style guide. Okay, this can really create a very nice style guide. You can see over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors with 2 shadows, and you can your coders can copy all this CSS. They can also use other things like SAS, SCSS, less stylus. These are different more frameworks for creating your style guides and styles in HTML coding. Okay, now even if you are a developer, you are really going to like this tool, and I think I really love this tool. I have just started using it 1 month ago. So you can see over here, you can also invite your members. This is the owner, and this is all about your Zeppelin tool online style guide. You can see over here you have created one, and this is really going to help your developers. Now I think this is more than enough about Zeppelin. There are more tools. I'm going to cover them in the next lesson. You can use them for with your developers. Okay, so let's move on to the next lesson.